Welcome to Mainstream Moto. I'm Mike, and today I am going to be doing the most lazy corner cutting job of giving my bike somewhat of an update using some vinyl wrap. I am not a professional. This is not a tutorial. There are a few reasons why I'm doing it this way, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So this is pretty much all I'm using. I've got the knifeless tape, a pair of scissors. This is the gray that I'm using. This is the red that I'm using, and the black. This is another red. I got two different reds because, weird thing, if you put this up against this, it turns pink. When you put it up against yellow, it turns pink. I got another darker red, and I like the way that this one works better. I've already taken all of the stock decals and things off. I took the crash bars off, as well as my seat and my tank protector. So all that's left is really to wipe it down with some alcohol and start masking things off. Let's get started. So it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's basically exactly what I wanted. I know somebody's going to ask, why didn't I just rewrap the whole bike or something? Well, I've got 5 reasons here why I did it exactly the way that I did. So the first reason is that I wanted to keep it yellow. I didn't want a different color. I didn't want to change the color of the bike. I'm sure it contributes to being seen. I've grown quite fond of the yellow, so I didn't want to change the color. I wanted it to have a yellow base. I just wanted to work with that. Another reason is by stopping this right here, you avoid a lot of the problem areas. Some of the videos that I watched where people had wrapped their bike and then 6 months later or a year later or whatever, you could see where some things started to kind of come undone and it's just started to look a little rough. And it was more on the sharper edges like these, and by doing it this way, I just avoided all of the problem areas. I am a little concerned about how well the corners and everything will stay, but only time is going to tell that. And another reason was for time. I watched a video of Moto wrapping his bike, and he said that it took him about 25 hours. And I really don't have 25 hours to invest in something that I'm not going to be somewhat happy with. I can invest 7 hours, which is what that's how long this took me. 7 hours and $40 to see if it'll work with no experience. I didn't have any experience doing this. Now that I have this amount of experience under my belt, you know, I might consider doing a full wrap on a motorcycle. Not this one, but I would consider it now that I've had just even a little bit of experience. But having no experience, I didn't want to invest 25 hours or so into wrapping it and then have it not come out and be very disappointed in it. And by doing it in sections like this, you know, I don't do crazy off-road, but there are times when I might drop the bike, and if I drop it and get a scratch here, or maybe a rock chip or something that damages a piece of it, it'd be pretty easy to just outline that with some knifeless tape, peel that off, put the new piece on, and it's fixed. If I was to wrap this whole thing and then get rock chips along the front, I'd have to take the whole thing off and redo the whole thing. And if I did this wrap and this design in one piece, I'd have to have this printed on here. If I didn't, I would have to double up on it. So if I got it scratched under here, I would have to take everything off, redo the base color, and then put all of this back on, and I didn't want to do that. So just for the sake of being able to replace some of these parts, I think this is going to work out really well. And really, this is all I wanted. This is all I wanted to do, is just kind of give it kind of an updated look. I plan on keeping the bike for a good long time, but I was just kind of getting bored, I guess, of looking at the V-Strom logo on the side, that I just wanted something to just kind of spruce it up a little bit. I will be doing an updated video on this sometime in the future, probably next year. We'll see how this holds up after a year of use. And if it's been a year, check that video out. If it hasn't, you can look forward to that if you're interested. But all in all, I'm really happy with the way that it came out. As long as it has a decent amount of longevity, like I said before, you can replace these things quite easily just by outlining it with the knifeless tape and putting a new piece on. So if a piece starts to come off, it should be pretty easy to keep looking nice the way that it is. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up if you would. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.